What's up, people? Very controversial topic to talk about today. Some people ain't gonna like it so much, but that's kind of what I do. I talk about controversial topics, topics that need to be discussed, topics that people don't want to discuss because they don't want to be honest with themselves or they don't want to be honest with others. And that is my first rule: be honest with yourself, be honest with others, right? So, today we're going to talk about something pretty interesting. Couple things, actually. As you come into the room, I want you to say who you are, say hello, where you from. Let me know if you are YouTube family or TikTok family, meaning have you come from YouTube or TikTok? Right now, I'm rebuilding my TikTok account because they banned me. And they banned me, but everything that I put up on YouTube, not a peep, no issue. Could be for a lot of reasons. TikTok is a Chinese account. A Chinese company. And YouTube clearly isn't. Could be for a lot of reasons. But one of the things that I notice is sometimes certain platforms, and not YouTube, don't like when you tell the truth. Not a fan of that. We can't have that. We can't have you telling the truth. We're not a fan. So I want to talk about a couple things today. And I'm also going to talk about my services, my coaching services, because this thing has taken off in a big way. And it's been very busy. I actually had a coaching session this morning with a gentleman who was married. I didn't even think about coaching married men or women. So I'm going to add that to my repertoire. He actually hit me up on my new TikTok account and was like, hey, bro, I need to talk to you. I got a serious issue. I need to talk to you. And it was indeed serious. And when he got off the phone, after crying and really letting out his emotions, he felt better. He felt like he had a clear, decisive plan. Now, therapy is critical. And I told him that. I was like, you need therapy. It's critical. But when you know that somebody cares, when someone has your back and they can help you formulate a plan and you can execute that plan, you'll be all right. So everybody in the room, tell me who you are, where you from. Are you TikTok family that came over? Or are you YouTube family that's here? We're going to get going here in a second. Today we're going to discuss, are you a cheater or are you poly? Again, are you a cheater or are you poly? Throughout time and throughout history, both men and women have had multiple partners. A lot of times you guys are in poly relationships and you just don't know it. A lot of you guys are in poly relationships, but you ain't telling the other person. I've seen baby mamas out there. They baby daddy comes over. What's up, Ralston? What's up, my other boy that just introduced himself? Welcome in, guys. There are baby mamas out there that are tired of their baby daddy. But he laid that thing down so right. So when she wants to go out on a date with Ben, Pookie comes over to watch the kids. And she's doing her makeup, getting ready. Pookie puts the baby down. And the next thing you know, he clapping her cheeks before she go out on her date. But then she gets out on the date with Ben and she really likes Ben. They've been out on 3 dates. This is their third date. So all of a sudden now, Ben's clapping her cheeks too. That's a poly situation. Now, it's not ethical because if you want to have multiple partners, you need to be ethical about it. It's called ENM, ethical non-monogamy. But there's a lot more poly stuff going on in our world than I think we care to admit. It's a lot of men. It's got sneaky links, side chicks, mistresses, women too. Men and women cheat on about the same level. Men are just stupid cheaters and women are very smart. They rarely get caught. So I think that I think men and women probably cheat the same. The only thing is Women are really good at it, whereas men are really poor at it. But let's really talk about this. You're a man. I'll look at it from the man's perspective first, and then I'll do the woman's side. You're a man. You have a wife or a girlfriend, but you have chicks on the side. You love your wife, you love your girlfriend, you don't want to ever leave them. But you also don't want to lose your chicks on the side. Listen, there is no judgment here. This is a no judgment zone. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to judge. We're here to help people and discuss important topics that people face on a day-to-day basis. So, or you got a rotation and you're not married. And you got a girlfriend and multiple other chicks, or you have no girlfriend and you just have a rotation of 3, 4, 5, 6 people. You're in a poly situation. Poly means more than one, more than 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're poly in that particular situation. Now, whether your orientation is poly or not, that's something that you have to know for yourself, talk to your therapist about, figure that out. But a lot of you out there are show living poly lifestyles, I can tell you that right now. There's women out there who are bisexual, but they're in a relationship with a man. Those girl trips get a little bit wild. Those girl trips get a little bit wild, don't they? Or they won't tell their boyfriend that they're bisexual and shut that part of themselves off because they're scared that they're going to lose their boyfriend. This has been happening for a long time. Now, my first rule, I have dating rules. And my first rule is to be honest with yourself and others. If you cannot come to the realization of that, hey, I want multiple men or multiple women, or I want a wife and a girlfriend, or a husband and a boyfriend, or a husband and a girlfriend, it's going to tear you up inside. See, this is unpopular to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about this type of stuff, right? They want to just shove it up under the mat. But that's what we do here. We talk about things that are unpopular. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with others. If you can't tell your significant other the truth about everything in your life, do you really have a relationship? If you can't tell your husband and your wife who you really are, do you really have a relationship? Do you? Really? I don't know if you do. I'm not here to judge people. I don't judge. That's not what I do. I don't judge. But I will say this. When I'm coaching people, and I coach men and women, when I'm coaching people, it's very interesting to hear how many men or women love people for different reasons. I was talking to a young lady and I was coaching her and she was saying, I love my husband, but my husband lacks certain things that I need. This other man who she's not been intimate with in terms of, he ain't clapped her cheeks yet, but they've been intimate in terms of cuddling, intimacy, holding hands, spending quality time together. That's cheating. That man fills up her soul. She don't want to give up her husband. She don't want to give up that man either. Now, I'm an advocate for truth. I'm a big advocate for truth, telling the truth. Some of you guys might feel convicted after hearing this live, and you're going to decide to tell your significant other or your women or your men the truth. Buyer beware, be warned. Just because you come clean doesn't mean everything is going to work out. As a matter of fact, more likely than not, you're going to get a divorce. You're going to lose one or more of those people. That's why you've been lying to them all this time, because of that fear. That's why you've been scared this entire time, because of that fear. But I'm going to tell you something. If we can overcome our fears, we can conquer our lives. So many things keep people from doing what it is that they want to do in this life and being the person that they truly are. A lot of you guys are hiding behind masks. It's not who you are. You got deep, dark secrets. And if you go to church, because I grew up born and raised in church, I know you got deep, dark secrets. Ain't nobody got no secrets like church folks. They the ones that's got the biggest, darkest secrets. Are we going to be honest with ourselves, or are we going to keep lying? Are we going to be honest with our spouses, with our girlfriends, with our boyfriends, with our husbands, ladies? Or are you going to keep lying? Because you're going to get caught. Make no mistake about it. It might be now. It might be 9 years from now, 12 years from now. You will get caught. It's just the way that the world works out. The balance is the balance. You will get caught. I want to tell you guys a very personal thing. I knew personally that I could love and be with more than one woman when I was a kid. I'll tell you guys a unique and funny story. So I was like in sixth grade. I think I was in sixth grade or so. I was in sixth grade. My beanie messing up. There we go. I was in sixth grade, and I had a best friend. His name's Desmond. And this girl in class liked me. So she sent me a note. A lot of young people, I'm 42 years old, so a lot of younger people, y'all know nothing about this. She sent me a note and she said, "Will you be my boyfriend?" And she had a little box for me to check for yes, and another little box to check for no. So I took the piece of paper, I opened it, I looked at it, and I wrote on the piece of paper, "I will be your boyfriend if you will be Desmond's girlfriend as well." Yo, I got called into the office. My parents had to come. And I'm sitting there in the office, right? Somebody said it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Hey, Dorothy, welcome in. So I got called into the office, and the principal asked me with my parents there and her parents there, did I write the note? Did I write that note? And I said, yes, I wrote the note. I guess everybody expected me to lie, but I truly didn't see what was wrong with it. Like, honestly, realistically, I didn't see what was wrong with it. So my parents was there, and they was like, "Donald." And I was like, "What?" And I'm looking at the principal, and I'm looking at my parents, and I'm not understanding what I did wrong. I'm not understanding. Then I get in junior high and high school, and multiple girls liked me. And I would say, yes, I can hang out with you as long as you're not jealous. Well, why? Because I hang out with other women too. Mr. Teddy said, I remember the "Do You Like Me" box. So this went on and on and on and on. As I went through life, I had multiple women in my life. I had a rotation. Many men have a rotation right now. They just won't be honest about it. This girl is for this. He enjoys this girl for that. He enjoys that girl for this. Keisha gives him the Gawk Gawk 3000 with the two-hand twist super soaker. So, listen, it's a lot of guys with a lot of rotations right now. This is truth. Can I get an amen? But one thing that I realized that I had to do was be honest. So I talked to my therapist about it, laid down everything, and he was like, "You know what, Don? It's like you're explaining poly. It's clear to me that you're poly." But he said, just because you're poly doesn't mean that you have to have multiple women all the time. You're chatting now, Doris. I see it. I see it coming up. My therapist told me just because I'm poly, that doesn't mean that I have to be poly all the time. If I agree to be in a monogamous relationship with a woman, that's okay. That's okay. That's what we agree to. That's okay. I can still be who I am, but if I agree to be monogamous, that's okay. Now, let's really get into it. I'm a black man. A lot of the people that follow me have some heritage of African in them, descent. They're black, African American, whatnot. And I have a lot of men who follow me. It's about 68% men and the rest are women. Let's get into it. Poly is not some obscure thing. It's practiced throughout the world. Plural marriage is practiced throughout the world. If you read your Bible, you'll see a lot of plural marriage in the Bible. David, Jacob, Solomon, these types of things. You will see that throughout the Bible. In Islam, you can have 4 wives and 4 concubines, I believe. This is not something that is new. We're practicing this in the United States, but we call it sneaky links. We call it work husbands, work wives. We call them mistresses. We call them side chicks. We call them massage parlors, gentlemen. Yeah. You go to those massage parlors and you get full service and you go home to your wife, don't you? Be honest with yourself at least. Ladies, you got that guy at work. Y'all done everything but clap cheeks. Thank you, M. West. Y'all done everything but clap cheeks. Y'all done walked in the park and held hands. He knows everything about your marriage. You guys message back and forth on the internal messenger every day. That's why when your hubby looks at your phone, he'll never see anything. Because you've been messaging that man for 8 hours, 10 hours at work on Messenger. Y'all never message here. So yeah, of course you can look at my phone. See, women, they can be poly in the heart. They can have other men satisfying their emotional needs. I dated a woman that was like that. She was not giving those men any. The only person that was intimate with her was me. I saw the messages. I had access to everything. But she wanted them for attention and adoration, validation. It's what I call a simp kingdom. She's the simp queen. She sits on top of her throne, and all of her little simps surround her like, Your Highness. She was honest with me. And I appreciated the fact that she was honest. I really did. I appreciated the fact that she was honest. She had one of the guys paying for her car payment. She didn't even need him to pay for the car payment, guys. She was a nurse making about $190,000 a year. She did not need that man to pay her car payment. But that's what he did. One of the guys was paying for her nails and her feet, and he wanted her to send him feet pictures when she got her feet done. She had a whole little simp kingdom going. One guy was a poet, so they would talk about poetry. And I told her, I was like, you poly. She was like, well, I don't want to be intimate with those guys. I was like, but you're being emotionally intimate. You definitely ain't being faithful in the grand sense of the word. No way. No way. You're not. So what are we going to do then? Because I went to my wife at that time. We had been together for 10 years. And I said to her straight up, I don't want to get a divorce. You're my wife. You're my family. We built a great life together. What's up, Leo? But I want permission to have a girlfriend. I want permission to have a girlfriend. And she looked at me and she said, I deserve a man all to myself. But I knew, and she didn't know that I knew, that she was cheating on me. I knew she was cheating. And she did a whole grab her pearls thing. I can't believe you would ask me for something like that. And she was cheating, and I knew. She didn't know I knew, but I knew. I didn't want a girlfriend because she was cheating. I wanted a girlfriend because I wanted someone to fulfill some of the things that my wife was too busy to fulfill or just didn't enjoy doing. That's me being real. And that's what I'm going to always do here. I'm going to always be real. It wasn't that my ex-wife was a bad person at all. Good human being. Very kind. But we all got ego, don't we? We all got ego. And our ego makes us do some weird things. Especially powerful women in business. Competitive women are competitive when it comes to everything, including men. We all got our ego, don't we? But I was trying to open up a channel of honesty. She shut that thing down real quick. She shut it down real quick. But she was cheating. So what did I do? I cheated harder. I cheated much harder. I took cheating to a championship level. I mean, I went all in. Dubai, Philippines, Belize, Colombia, beautiful women everywhere, all over the world. I had the money, had the ability, the clout. I enjoyed myself. And you know what was funny? While she was cheating and I was cheating, our marriage was doing excellent. We was having an excellent time. New house, nice cars, laughing, going to the movies, doing great things together, having a good time. We were perfectly happy. It's weird to think about it that way because I grew up in a Pentecostal church. And not only did they tell me one man, one woman, but they also told me I can't have intercourse until I got married. They told me that women couldn't walk down the aisle in a white dress if they weren't a virgin. That's what they told me. Right? But it's not the way that the world works. It's just not. It's just not. I got a video up right now, and I'm talking to a 55-year-old woman. She is the size of an inside linebacker in the NFL, and I don't say that to disparage. I say that to give you a visual picture of the size of that woman. Her husband was in the Marines, and he went overseas, and he cheated on her one time. Now, they had been married for 12 years. And I said to her, when she said he cheated, I said, one time? And she was like, yeah, I don't play. So she divorced him. But now she is looking for companionship. She wants and needs another man. Now what's she going to do, ladies and gentlemen? What is she going to do now? Because she has a little problem. Let's be honest. She has a little problem. She's 55 years old. She's the size of Lawrence Taylor or Ray Lewis. She's also celibate. No intimacy or abstinent. No intimacy of any kind. And she has all of these requirements. The man can't have kids that's below a certain age. He's got to be able to come when she calls. It's all these requirements. And I'm like, you would have been smarter to go to therapy and work that out with your husband. Because now you're 55, the size of an inside linebacker in the NFL, and you want all of these things. On top of that, you're abstinent or celibate, and you're looking for a companion. It's going to be tough. It is going to be very difficult. I guess anything is possible, but in my life, I've been successful because I've dealt with things that are probable. I've dealt with things that are probable. Anything is possible. But I like to deal with things that are probable. And it's not probable that at this age, in her shape, with her requirements, that she's going to get another husband. That's not probable. I tell you what, I wouldn't be betting on it. I wouldn't take that bet in Vegas. I'm right up the street from Vegas. I live in Cali. So 39-minute flight. I wouldn't take that bet. So let's talk about what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. You got multiple people that you're seeing. Maybe you're poly, maybe you're just a cheater. I don't know. The only way to know is dig deep into your heart, talk to a therapist, and figure out where you stand and why. But what are you going to do? Are you going to be honest? Because honesty comes with consequences. The truth might set you free, but that don't mean it don't come with consequences. It does. When I was truthful and I really started being truthful about everything in my life, my marriage, everything, I lost a lot. I sacrificed a lot. But on the other side of it, I gained everything back and more. And I sleep better now. I eat better. I don't be like, oh, I can't go into this area of town because she works over here. Or I can't go into this area of town because she lives over here. I ain't got those problems. I'm very honest. I don't have those problems. I live free. If I want to do something, I do it because I'm honest with the other person. And they can either accept it or they can kick me to the curb. Their call. But either way, it's better than sneaking and lying and deceiving because that stuff starts to weigh on your conscience. It's not that what you're doing you're ashamed of because you love and genuinely care for that other person. But the lying and the deceit and the trickery and the sneaking around starts to become stressful. We don't need more stress in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. So you tell me, what are you going to do? Are you willing to make a sacrifice to get something better on the other side, or are you going to keep riding this thing out till you get caught? Because you will get caught. Gentlemen, women are detectives. They are A1 detectives. They're going to catch you. They're going to catch you. You're going to fall asleep, leave your phone unlocked. The second phone that you're hiding in the trunk of your car is going to be discovered. You're going to make one of your side chicks mad because you didn't come to her son's birthday, and she's going to end up showing up at your house. She going to find one of your girls, going to find one of your other girls on social media and say, well, I just think that you need to know what your man be doing. Women don't really, listen, guys, women are not doing that out of some sisterhood code. They're doing it out of hurt, pain, anger, jealousy, a need to destroy. They want you to hurt just like they're hurting. I coach men all the time through breakups. I coach them all the time. I tell men that when you know that you've broken up with a woman because she's broken your trust in a way, like, listen, breaking somebody's trust ain't just cheating. Women break men's trust in many ways. I had a woman who I trusted with my debit card before, my business debit card, who stole from me. No, she wasn't getting her cheeks clapped by another man, but she stole from me. That crushed me, broke my heart, because I would have given her what she wanted. She didn't have to steal from me. But we all have decisions to make in this life. What type of human beings are we going to be? What type of person are we going to be? Are we going to tell the truth? Or are we going to be the type of person that's just going to let the lies keep rolling for forever? Just lying and lying. I got tired of lying because one day I woke up and I couldn't even recognize myself. I was like, what did I tell her about? You're going to get caught unless you stop. But you can't stop, can you? It just feels too good, ladies, when he wraps his arms around you, don't it? It just feels too good when y'all meet in y'all special little spot and y'all have y'all little rendezvous. Gentlemen, she just treats you too well, don't she? Your girl or your wife at home don't cook. You come over her house. She lays out a whole spread of food. She rubs your feet. Your girl or your wife can't stand feet. Gives you a pedicure. And Leo said, can't stop. Damn. Yeah, some of you guys can't stop. I couldn't. Y'all like Diddy in the 2000s. Can't stop. Won't stop. Bad boy. Bad girl. Can't stop. Won't stop. But you're going to get caught unless you quit. But you can't quit. So you got to make a decision. A lot of you guys have been putting off therapy for a long time. I'm telling you, it's one of the best things that has ever happened in my life. You got to be okay with who you are. And you can't control who you are. Who you are is who you are. If you're a man that wants multiple women in your life because they provide things that you need to be happy, to be successful, so be it. That's what you got to have. But you got to stop lying to people. And you got to figure out a way to come to that realization and accept you for you and stop guilting and blaming yourself. If you're a woman that's in a marriage or a relationship with a man, but you've never told him that you like women too, and you're bisexual, what are you doing? What you gonna do? You can't even be honest with them. Maybe you've never cheated, but you flirting your ass off. Some of the women that you hang out with, you're attracted to, that's cheating. Cheating is more than just the actual act of intercourse. Women cheat emotionally in their mind before they ever cheat with their body. Women tend to cheat up. Men tend to cheat down. So what are you going to do? Are you going to be honest? Yeah, you're going to lose half the house. He's going to be upset with you. He probably going to leave. She probably going to leave, go to her mom's house, gentlemen. You're going to have a custody battle. But you're going to get caught if you can't stop. You're going to get caught. And that's what it comes down to. And we all, and don't think about what other people are going to think or say about you. Forget the judgment of other people. Their judgment has no effect in your life. Are they paying your mortgage? Your credit card bills? Do they go to work for you? So what are you worried about their judgment for? Even if it's a family member, who cares? It's your life. You got to live it. But you guys have to decide very quickly what the hell you're going to do. Because a lot of you guys are, you're on the edge of getting caught. I'm on the edge. Really? So now I want to talk about my coaching services a little bit. Because it's important. On March the 25th, I start a 4-session group coaching session. And we're going to be going over a lot of things. It's going to be on Zoom. There will be a private YouTube channel up where the coaching sessions will go there so you can log in if you miss a session. It's going to be on every Saturday on Zoom. And we're going to go over things that are important for people who are trying to find the love of their life, or trying to find the loves of their life, or trying to get into a relationship, marriage, etc. Or they're dating and they're not having a lot of success. I've been doing it for so long for free that I said, I can't do this for free anymore. I have a whole nother business company that I run. And some of my packages on the one-on-one packages are pretty expensive because they offer a lot of services. But I said, hey, let me do a group situation. Something very affordable. It's less than $25 per session per person. $99 flat for 4 sessions. And I'm bringing people in. I'm bringing hairstylists in, barbers. I'm bringing other dating coaches in. I'm bringing other women. So as a man, me and that woman can do role play in front of people so that they can see how you diffuse a situation, or how you deal with an argumentative woman, or how you deal with a man who is upset. We're going to talk about why some of you guys get no matches on your dating profiles. We're going to talk about that. You've been on that dating profile and you can't get no matches. The problem is you. More than likely, it's your pictures. Pictures are 90% of what you're doing. And you don't have to be the most handsome or beautiful woman in the world or a handsome man in the world. But your pictures have got to look good. I see men on there with wrinkled shirts on, holding up money phones, got their money laid out over their arms, bottles of Hennessy, blunt in their mouth, women with their wig hanging half off their hair. Makeup looks a mess, knowing good and well they shouldn't have those bat, the old bat eyelashes on. I don't mind eyelashes, but they just need to be within reason. They were trying something new. They had an old unibrow because they didn't go and get their they didn't get their brows done. They didn't wear something that was flattering to their shape. They didn't know how to pose. It's a lot of things. I talk about great dates. I talk about great dates. What's up, Patrick? Good dates that you can choose. A lot of you guys out there, I'm going to tell you, man, a lot of you guys are cheap on dates because you're not dating women that you're attracted to. Ladies, if a guy doesn't want to take you out on at least a decent date, he's not really attracted to you. He ain't trying to spend that money. He's trying to clap your cheeks. I don't do coffee dates. I feel like you can get the same thing done with a coffee date as what we're doing right now, video chatting. Patrick says, spend the money on your photo shoots. I agree with Patrick. A lot of you guys, most of you guys need professional pictures. You need a professional photographer. It's not that expensive, but if you want to present yourself in the best light, you can't be like this. And gentlemen, let me tell you something. One of the most feminine thing and worst things that you can do, one of the worst things that you can do, gentlemen, is put selfies on your dating profile. Selfies are for ladies. Now, I can understand if you're taking a selfie with your kids or with your family or with a business associate, that's fine. But for a dating profile, no, sir. Selfies are for ladies. No, sir. Mm-mm. They look bad, man. So, another thing that we do is we ask questions. We let the people that are coming into the dating group coaching session, email us questions before the session. So we look at the most asked questions among the participants. We make sure that we address those items. Another thing is a lot of people don't know where, let's say you don't do online dating because that freaks you out. You're scared. Well, a lot of you guys don't even know where to go to meet the type of man or woman you want to meet. You have no idea where to go. And a lot of you guys need the motivation to get up off the couch and actually put something on so you could go out and meet somebody. You don't want to do online dating, yet you stay at home all the time. How you going to find somebody? You think God going to send somebody to your door? I got the perfect man for Michelle. God sent me. Don't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. So, the session is $99. We only got a limited amount of spaces. So don't hit me at the last minute. The first session is March 25th. I can only allow a minimum number of people to come in. I've already got 8. So I can only do a certain number of people. First session is March 25th. If you miss a session, you'll have the link to the private account. And it's going to be really great. And we encourage people to come with questions, their own challenges, because I can guarantee you, people are having the same challenges as you. Patrick just said he's in for the group session. All right, Patrick, I'll send you the details. I guarantee you that other people are having your same challenge. You're not the only one that's having the challenge that you're having. I guarantee you. So we work through it together to find the right person for you. If you have any questions about that, you can email me directly at donpsounds@gmail.com. Again, that's Don, D-O-N-P, like Paul, sounds, S-O-U-N-D-S, @gmail.com. That's going to be it for this live today. I will be back tomorrow, but listen, hit your notification bell so when I go live, it'll pop up on your phone or your computer so that you can get these lives. When I get over 1,000 subscribers on my new accounts at TikTok, I will be going live over there again, but I will take those lives and put them up here as well so you can see them if you miss them over there. If you want to follow me on TikTok, at TikTok, I'm at Don P Sounds Off. So Don P Sounds OFF. You're welcome, Patrick. You're welcome, people. It was great talking to you guys. Have a